welcome to another cost of living crisis with me, Jack, and my boss and father, Will.
Hello, Jack. Good to be here.
Hello, lovely. Good to be back.
It is good to be here.
We did miss one. Why are you?
We did miss one. Yeah,
the one time we've actually missed one for you to say good to be back, and he doesn't say it. Right, these cost of living crisis videos are all about giving some advice, giving some tips. Is that the same thing? Giving some reassurance, encouragement. And letting people who may not be aware that yes, the cost of living crisis is a thing, as Will encountered today, but giving people an idea of how it's affecting individuals and certain groups of people. But today, Will, big announcement flashed up on my phone. Bills are going up again in October. Now that's months away. It's however many it is. But what we wanted to do was use this opportunity to say, this is how you can prepare. Because if there's one thing that we see more of than any other time, Will, it's people going, there's some really bad stuff coming over the hill. I need to get ready. I need to get ready.
It's not there.
And then, did you get ready? No. And I'm in a worse position. So one thing we wanted to say was, hey, look, we are here now. If you need to save, if you need to use us to save, if using us or coming to us for advice or food or whatever would mean you're able to prepare for October, come and use us now. You don't have to be out of anything to come and use.
You don't have to be in a desperate situation to need our help. It's much better.
You can come and get it now to prepare. So Will, that's an important part of what we do, isn't it? Allowing people to prepare for bad things rather than just react.
Trying to stay on the front foot, which again, we've talked about this a lot. It's something that people tend to avoid. If we can avoid it, we try and do it. It's a human instinct. What we're saying is actually, no, let's fess up and say, this is a happening thing. It's a reality. Come and talk to us about preparations you might need to make. There's also just the cognizance of other stuff that's going on in your world that might be joined up as part of your heating problem, because it's not the only cost that's going up. We're doing a lot of work this week with the Citizen Advice, and what's critical for them is to understand all the issues you have. So, okay, you're telling us about one individual issue you're having, but actually there's stuff else going on in your world. They need and we need to know everything, and that's not to show that you're not coping. It's to say, this is the life I'm managing at the moment, and then the plan can be holistic and it can manage the problem, which might include the cost of your fuel.
And talking about stuff, we've said it on this before, it can, to somebody who is, without any better words, a stranger, but they're a helpful stranger, might sometimes just knock something loose and go, hey, actually, I've been doing this. Do I need to stop doing that, or can I cut back on this?
We often fall into routine and we think, well, that's the way it goes. We've always done it that way, so that must be the way you do it. Actually, that might not be the way you do it, or the best way to do it, or the most effective way to do it. And so I think what we're saying is that actually there's lots of ways of cutting this cake, but we need to know what the cake looks like to follow that analogy through. Because without knowing what it looks like, it's impossible to actually deal with the whole thing. And in a lot of cases, that's critical to the successful outcome. There's no good getting a plan which is only part of the problem. We've got to think about a plan where we're understanding the whole landscape. So be honest with yourself, be honest with us, whoever you're working with, say it how it is.
That was a very abrupt ending. Or did I tune out? Both. So really, really important. What I was thinking about then was it's something I've used a lot in the past. There's some great tools online for budgeting, because it is a nightmare to write down and work out and then use the abacus and all that kind of stuff. I think it's Money Saving Expert or Money Budget Planner or something. Just Google budget planner, and there's one that is absolutely fantastic, and it lets you put in absolutely everything of your outgoings, and then it tells you how much you've got left, how much you haven't got left, where it's going, and it can be as precise as you want it to be, and it really, really is helpful. It's helped me a lot in the past where things have been tight for myself. and it lets me know whether I can watch the cricket on Sky Sports for the summer or not. Tends to be my expenditure.
Listing all your outgoings includes things like the food that you eat, and the cost of those.
And it shows you in a pie chart, and you can see, there's a lot going out there. Is that anything I can cut down? No, that's bills, or that's eating out.
The pie chart image is quite helpful, because if you're anything like me, I don't really do numbers that well, but visual representation of a pie chart is really helpful. And sometimes we're going to have to look at things, and it's going to be really, really challenging. But the thing is, let's get it out there now. Let's try and preempt what we know is coming downstream, so that you don't have that anxiety and worry for the next couple of months. Let's get it done. And
it doesn't have to be to use our services. It can just be for advice or people we know that can help you. We don't know everything. We don't pretend to, but if you get in touch and say, hey, I've got this problem, we might know, or we will know somebody who can help.
If you're the bridge between somebody who may not want to talk to us, a neighbour who doesn't feel confident, if you have that information, then you can speak on behalf of somebody else. But the idea is that everybody needs to be sharing that problem, and everybody's experiencing it. The levels of value might be different, but everybody's experiencing the same issues.
I had a social worker say to me that their child had noticed their best friend at school didn't have lunch, and she just sent a very delicate text message, and the lady was so grateful, saying, no, I didn't know who to ask or how to ask. She was in work, she'd never struggled before, so it is affecting everybody. It's only, like we keep saying, it's only just beginning, but there is a lot of help, and a lot of help has been geared up for this, because people have seen it coming for a while. That was abrupt for me that time. That is nearly it. We just wanted to say, Alex, she has been on these videos. We've talked about her a lot, heading up our casework division, I could say. She has moved on to pastures new, so we just wanted to say a huge thank you for Alex for everything she's done at House of Bread, and we wish her well in her next venture. And we will be keeping you updated with who is coming in behind Alex, so look forward to that. But that's it, Will. Thank you very much for going through that with me.
I thought you were going to,
a few words this week.
I wanted to like and share there.
I'm getting there. Here it comes. Thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and share these videos. This information is very general. It's not House of Bread or Stafford specific. Anybody can go onto the internet and type in the money budget planner thing. Anybody can contact their local citizens' advice. So like and share. You could make a real difference to somebody's life just by a tap or a click of a button. We will stop talking now. Don't forget to check out HoB News. That is House of Bread Central stuff, Sundays at 4. But until then, thank you once more very much, as always, for watching. You are awesome. We shall see you next time. Goodbye.